Alright, so today we're talking about solving exponential equations and inequalities. We talked about this yesterday in class. If you let b be greater than 0 and b not equal to 1, then b to the x equals b to the y if and only if x equals y. So we start out by solving the equation. 4 to the 2n minus 1 equals 64. When we do these, we need to get it to the same base. So we're going to leave this 4 to the 2n minus 1, and then 64 is the same thing as 4 to the third power. So then from there, since our bases are the same, we can set our exponents equal. So 2n minus 1 equals 3. We add 1. 2n equals 4. Divide by 2. And our n equals 2. Likewise, we do the same for this bottom one. We still have 5 to the 5x, and then 125 can be written as 5 to the third power, and then we still have our x plus 2. So now when we have the exponents both up top, then we're going to multiply and distribute that. So I have 5 to the 5x equals 5 to the 3x plus 6. From there, we set our exponents equal. Subtract 3x. Therefore, x equals 3. Now, we talked about compound interest yesterday. That's interest paid on the principal of an investment, and then any previous interest earned as well. So our formula is A equals P times 1 plus r to the n raised to the nt, where A is our amount after the principal's, the interest is found on the principal. P is our amount invested. R is our rate. N is number of times compounded over the course of a year. And then lastly, T is our time. In years. All right, so with this one, find the account balance after 20 years of $100 is placed in an account that pays 1.2% interest compounded twice a month. So first of all, our principal is going to be our $100. Our rate is 0.012, and then the number of times we compound it, since it's twice a month, would be 24 times. And then our time is 20 years. So we set up our equation. Our A equals 100 times 1 plus 0.012 over 24 raised to the 24 times 20. And then it's just something where you go type into a calculator, make sure you use the right parentheses, etc. And when you do that, you should come up with $127.12. Okay, when we solve inequalities, it's just like solving the equations at the beginning. If you let b be greater than 0 and b not equal 1, then b to the x is greater than b to the y if and only if x is bigger than y. And likewise, b to the x is less than b to the y if and only if x is less than y. So a quick example here. 3 to the 2x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 1 over 243. Okay, well, first of all, we want 243 to be up top. So in order to do that, we're going to write it 2 to the x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 243 to the negative first power. From there, we can keep going. And we know 243 is actually 3 to the fifth power. Okay. Try to zoom in here. In any case, from there, we know this is going to be 3 to the 2x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 3 to the negative 5. So from here we can go 2x minus 1 is greater than or equal to negative 5. We add our 1. 2x is greater than or equal to negative 4. Divide by 2. Since we're not dividing by negative, our inequality stays the same. And we have x is greater than or equal to negative 2.